No hang-ups. Okay, we're at another new section here. And it's a drawing here of Santa Claus. And it shows a jack-o'-lantern behind him. And it looks like there's feet of somebody else behind him. That's who's wearing the jack-o'-lantern head, I guess, for Halloween and doing the two fingers over his head. And here's an Easter bunny with an Easter basket of Easter eggs. Okay, Santa Claus, this must be coming, I don't know, it's weird, but it says right here, "Hello, Santa, this is Johnny. I was just wondering if you believe in the Easter Bunny." Okay, but over here, holiday messages. New Year's Day. "Hi, this is Jane. I'm out, and my husband won't answer the phone 'cause it's football season. Yesterday it was the Fiesta Bowl and the Sugar Bowl. Today it's the Cotton Bowl, the Orange Bowl, and the Rose Bowl. You know what I think? They ought to pair off the two worst teams in football. Call it the Toilet Bowl. Beep. Welcome back to Sassy Granny Vlogs on this Saturday. Sun shining. Woo! Hello, everybody. So this is Saturday. And I wanted to come on and do a little chat and get y'all updated with me. I know I had mentioned in whatever vlog back it was that we had company coming again from Tennessee. And I had said that I would try to vlog, sneak and vlog some of that, but that never happened. It just never did come around to kind of seem like the right moment for me to try to sneak, recording in on us. So that didn't happen, but I was going to tell y'all about it and update you. So it was last Wednesday night we had went to church. Well, our oldest daughter, Elizabeth, comes by and picks up me and hubby for church. So we was with her in her car. And we went to church. We had church. Church was over. And we was coming out of church and going to the car. And Elizabeth gets a phone call. And she gets a phone call because, this lady, Robin, she's more my age. And we were friends, and I really liked her, but her and Elizabeth just seemed to really click. So they were kind of like more friends. They would get together and go shopping together and stuff when we lived there and everything. So she just has Elizabeth's number, and they stay in touch. So she had called Elizabeth and was telling her that they went on vacation, and they had went to Florida. And then, lo and behold, here comes this hurricane. And so they had to run away from the hurricane. And so they ran away. And she says, "Guess where I'm at?" And she had called because where they were at, she knew that we were somewhat kind of close to there. But she couldn't remember exactly how close we was to there. But she asked Elizabeth, "Guess where I'm at?" And Elizabeth said, "I don't know, where?" And she said, "We're in New Orleans." And my daughter screamed and said, "What? You're brave to be staying in New Orleans." Because for anybody that knows New Orleans, it is not a safe place to stay at night. And if you just go to the French Quarter kind of and do the little touring things around there, during the day, it's okay to go in during the day and do that, and then leave and get out of there at night. So anyway, she told her why they were there. They ran from the Florida hurricane area to New Orleans. And she was saying, "I remembered y'all lived somewhat close by." I said, "I can call them and see. I don't know how close they are to here." And so we're only an hour away. And so Elizabeth talked them into coming our way since they were that close before they went on home. So that was Wednesday night. So they planned to do that. They were staying in some B&B Bed and breakfast? No, 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 not bed and breakfast. It was a, mm, what are those things called? It's a home. Airbnb. That's what it's called, an Airbnb. Not the normal bed and breakfast, but an Airbnb. Okay, so, they went ahead and stayed there that night, and then they got up the next morning. They did the uh, tour there in, what did I call that place just a while ago that's safe to go to and tour around? Now I can't think of the name of it to save my life. Anyway, they did the tour there. And so they rode a bus around, and the bus drove them around and did the tour. And then they went to the place where we always get the beignets, and they got a beignet and tried that out. So anyway, when they got through with that, they headed our way. Elizabeth had given them the address. They had a GPS, and they were going to show up around 5:30 at Elizabeth's house. This was on the next night, Thursday night. So, I was here at the house. I got around and did some things, and then, when it come time, we went over there. Albert had planned to do fish. So he got the fish and stuff, and we all got to Elizabeth and them's, and it just so happened that I had to keep Lena that night. Katie and them has right now a very busy life. Her husband's playing ball games with our church group. She's putting Gracie in, she wanted to put her in Girl Scouts. That didn't work out because Girl Scouts has gone crazy. And so anyway, there's a young lady in our church, and I guess she knew how to do all this kind of stuff. I don't know, but they were talking about it one day, and Katie had told her, well, Girl Scouts went this way and is doing this like the world, and so I'm not putting my kids in that. But I had so much wanted them to go into it because it used to be a good thing. My girls was in Girl Scouts, and I used to be a Girl Scout leader, and it did used to be a very good thing till they went crazy. So anyway, this lady, she and they happened to be drinking coffee, and she handed her coffee to Katie, and she said, "Hold my coffee." And she did something on her phone, and she got things rolling already and got started. And so she's starting up. It's like a Girl Scouts, but it's a Christian one, and it's not just for our church. The other people can come and join, but it's going to be, totally Christian wise, and it's not going to turn the way of the world like Girl Scouts did and all that. So anyway, they're getting that started and going, and so Katie, they had the parent-teacher meeting of this new type Girl Scout. I can't remember what they're going to call it, but anyway, thing that Thursday night. And at first, she was going to let me keep both girls and just go to the parent meeting, and then after that, go to her hubby's football game. And but come to find out, while they were doing the parent-teacher meeting, the girls actually was going to have their first little meeting. So, Gracie had to go. So then I was just having Lena. So that's what they did. Katie and Marcus and Gracie went to the Girl Scout meeting, parents meeting, and the little girl meeting. And then after that, they went to Marcus's football. I had Lena. So we went over to Elizabeth's. And then hubby come in and started cooking the fish, and then in came our company. So our company was, when we lived in Tennessee and went to the church there was Sister Marguerite and Brother Pete. They're older. They are Robin's mama and daddy. They came and seen us when we had the cabin in the mountains for Gracie's 6th birthday party. And but Robin and them wasn't with them at the time. I thought they were, but it was just her mom and dad. Well, so it was them. And then Robin, their daughter, and her husband David, and their son Holden, who is now married, and his wife Maddie. So it was 6 of them. And this was the first time we got to meet Maddie. And we loved her. We fell in love with her. She ain't shy. And she's outspoken. And she got right in there and jumped right in with us. Right after we ate the fish, when hubby got it cooked and we all sit down and ate, she jumps up and she says, okay, let's make cookies. I got the stuff for cookies. And she goes in Elizabeth's kitchen and they get started and they make oh my gosh, honey. Whoo, she made some fine cookies. It was chocolate chip cookies, but it had cinnamon in it and it had toffee in it. And honey, think about this now. You would not think. But she had salt sprinkled on top of it. O-M-G. That, and I am not really too much of a cookie person. I'm not a cake person. I'm more of the pie and puddings person and ice cream. That cookie, I can guarantee you and truthfully say that cookie was the best cookie I had ever eaten in my whole entire life. Oh, she gave Elizabeth the recipe. She wanted the recipe, and she gave it to Elizabeth. So Elizabeth's going to be fixing us some cookies. So anyway, so we did that. We sat around, we talked. Lena played. They loved Lena, and they played with her, and we ate the fish, and then did the cookies, and ate that. And we was up late that night, you know. And then, well, after Katie and Marcus and Gracie got through with the Girl Scout meeting and the ball game, then they come, of course, they had to pick up Lena. She texted me. She had this plan. She was going to text me ahead of time so I could go ahead and wipe Lena up, change her diaper, put her in her, put lotion on her and put her in her pajamas. And so that would be done because they knew that it being late that she would be tired and she'd probably go to sleep in the car seat on the way home. So I did that. Well, she got there. Well, they stayed for a little bit, you know, to visit with Robin and everybody. And they ate some cookies too and loved it and everything. So it was a late night. So then they finally left and then we got around and left. Well, they all stayed there with Elizabeth. Elizabeth has 3 bedrooms. So, and plus she has a couch in her living room that lets out to a bed. So she had enough room for everybody. So me and hubby came home late that night. Well, then the next morning we get up and get around, get ready, and go back over to Elizabeth's, and they had all done got up. Some of them was still getting ready, and but most of them were ready. And then we got in the car and we went to a little cafe restaurant here in town for breakfast, and we all ate breakfast together. And then we told them, hugged them, and told them, no, not right then. I'm forgetting. Hubby had to go show everything off to them. So he took them to his shop and showed them the mini mod tiny home that he's building on right now. He took them to the place where he sets them up for someone to show for him and sell, because he's got 2 there. So he took them there and showed them those 2. And they talked and everything. Well, then finally, we hugged them and told them bye, and they left and headed on home, and we came back home. Well, hubby went back to work. I came back. He brought me home and then went back to work. But anyway, so that was our company. It was kind of a last-minute, spur-of-the-minute thing, but it was fun. We enjoyed it and had fun and everything, and so that was that, and I just wanted to update y'all on all of that. And I think this is covering this whole vlog almost. We got just a little bit more to go. We're over halfway. But that's okay. That's fine. Alright guys, so I guess I'll let y'all go and we'll see y'all in the next clip. Toots until then.
Walking up again. Deep 10 and third. Time they back out of pressure. Just a 3-man rush. Beck is still flush. Long way to go with his legs. And he'll get knocked down about a yard short of the marker. Yeah, Kirby's going to have to go for this. This is almost, you could say, do or die down 28.
Okay guys, Family Feud time. Name a type of cheese Americans like the best. Now, I don't recall having anyone comment the answers to this. And this is the first Family Feud that no one's answered. If that is so, now I could be wrong. The way my mind and brain does lately, I forget things a lot. And so it may be that you have answered and I have just forgotten. But oh well, anyway and all. I'm going to go ahead with this and read the answers. Name a type of cheese Americans like the best. Number 1 is cheddar. 39 people said that. Number 2 is American. 32 people said that. Number 3 is Swiss. 13 people said that. Number 4 is mozzarella. 3 people said that. Number 5 is provolone. 2 people said that. Okay, we are going to read our next. Sorry, my throat's been tickling this morning. Our next family feud question. Name a place where you might whisper. Okay, everybody, leave your answers in the comments below, and this time please do it, or Sherry Ann, this time please remember it. Name a place where you might whisper. Okay, we'll see y'all in the next clip. Toots until then. Okay, hello and welcome to this Monday. Pretty sunshiny day out there. Hubby's got my car today, so if I wanted to go anywhere, I couldn't. I hate when he does me that way, but anyway, man, all. Okay, I am already set up here to do my next club meeting video, which is painting, and I will be painting on rocks. So club members, get ready for that. The painting club members are me, Nona, and Lori. Okay. Just thought I'd throw that little reminder in there. Of course, the club meeting video, if it happens today, it will go up today before this vlog goes up. So a lot of good that did to help. Okay, thought I would show you too. Throw this in here. Well, that's just stuck on there. I have started doing the patchwork clothes on my little sock doll here. The purple one, which is for Melina. And I'm doing one for Gracie and my sister Becca. So I just thought I'd add that in there. Alright guys, this is kind of like the end of the vlog. And I was showing y'all that little bit of stuff to put a little bit more on here and try to get it a little bit closer to 20. Might make it, might not. But that's fine, because usually they go over, so it's okay if it's a little bit under sometimes. I'm hot. I don't like being hot. Anyway, so I hope y'all enjoyed this vlog. I enjoyed making it. I will go and leave y'all alone, and I will get started on making our next vlog. And like I said, our next club meeting is coming up soon. Alright guys, we'll see y'all in the next vlog. Toots until then.